is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Richardson going right to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's 3rd and 3. Richardson going to move him around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there.
Yeah, and a lot of niggas ain't played. Our starting quarterback entered the transfer portal. He transferred already. Yeah.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the
I don't even know, honestly. I ain't watched the game, but I know there's a lot of the boys that entered the transfer portal. They definitely didn't play.
And rushed towards the line of scrimmage, and instead they were vulnerable to the pass.
It's gonna be like that tomorrow for Florida State too. They had a bunch of people that left for fucking Colorado. They starting linebacker, bunch of niggas. Yeah, Harrison didn't play. No, he didn't.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Purdy's throw pulled in.
That's a good hot point pass right
He's
there.
going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good ass hot point pass.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
All
We'll
right.
see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Richardson going to change the play here. That's complete to Turner. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
All right.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
All right, boys.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Colt defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say, you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Still going inside the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Richardson. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here's Richardson to throw. Flushed out right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Richardson. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second and 10. Quick throw completed by Richardson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 2. And Richardson yet again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And he fields it cleanly. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Richardson off the play fake. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Rolling to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Richardson to throw off play action. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49ers 7. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, shot.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off play action. Richardson.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go. Set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
4 yards. And the Colts first down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 110 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Richardson going to move him around. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.